Hey there, I'm Brittany Schroeder, and business and marketing are my jam. I'm here to walk you step by step through this crazy thing we call business. I'm a small town girl, chocolate eating, Diet Coke drinking mom, marketing guru, automation Jedi, and all around good time. This is your weekly dose of all things business and life, sprinkled with some fun. This is the Redefine Business Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Redefine Business Podcast. I'm excited for my guest today. She was referred to me by one of my besties, Amy Tenney, who I've had on the podcast before. And she said, you've got to get Jamie on your podcast. She has such an amazing story. It's so inspiring, and you'll love chatting with her. So I am excited to have Jamie Jensen, owner of PiperBlue Organic Makeup. Welcome, Jamie.
Hi, thank you. I'm so glad to be here. And yes, I love Amy too. So I know if you are besties with her, I am in good hands.
Yeah, she's awesome. Well, Jamie, tell us your story. You have like an amazing, inspiring story. Tell my listeners a little bit about like your journey to get to where you are now.
Yeah, so my story started about 15 years ago, and I was diagnosed with a bunch of different things, irreversible things. And I just remember being in the doctor's office and having that just gut instinct inside of me, just saying, don't do the traditional thing. And I had never done anything else, nothing. I only done regular mainstream stuff. And so I told the doctor, and he wasn't really thrilled about it, but he was like, well, we'll come back if it's not working, And I did go back for regular tests every single month. But at the same time, my husband lost his job. It was in like the 2009 timeline when everything was like crashing. And so he didn't have a job for a year, and we had like zero money. And so that also made it so it was very like hard for us to even go to the doctor. And so that kind of pushed me along my journey to do something different and do something alternative. And that is when, like, we didn't even have the internet. I couldn't even look anything up, and I chose not to because I just didn't feel good about it. And so honestly, everything I did was just inspiration led. And so I learned, like, we had our own garden. We lived off of food storage, and my husband hunted and got an animal. So we had fresh, wild meat. And just that inspiration came and just taught me how to truly eat in a way that helped me heal my body. And so and it's very different than anything else out there. I've met like two people that had a similar story to me that eat the same way and they help other people. But I was able to overcome that in about a year and a half, like completely reverse heal all that stuff. And I ended up getting into the alternative healing arts, and because they were just so helpful for me. And so that became a passion. I went to school, started up my own clientele, did that for a long time. But I had this dream to open up a wellness property that wasn't just like, a wellness place in a strip mall or something. It was like a true wellness property. And I just had the inspiration of like, actually, okay, go back just a little bit. We got investors, and we had investors to invest. At the time, it was like in 2017 to invest in this property, and it was like $8 million. And that's a lot more than it is right now, at least double probably now. But we just didn't feel good about it. Like just that inner inspiration, whispering, gut knowledge just said, you need your own money. And I was like, how am I going to get that much money? How am I going to even attempt to get that much money? I'm like a mom, and I have like a side passion project to help other people. And it just was baby steps, one little step after the other. And that is how PiperBlue was born. So PiperBlue was really, truly born to fulfill that purpose. And it's been amazing because I remember not wearing makeup. Like I was in a place where I had to heal and heal quickly. So I pretty much had to get rid of all my makeup, all my personal care products. I remember washing my hair with honey. Like that's it. And I remember thinking, this just sucks. Like there's nothing good out there that's actually clean for like in personal care products. And at the time there was nothing.
Yeah.
And now there's like some more stuff, but most of the stuff that is considered clean is clean washed. It's not actually clean. It just has some clean ingredients in it, but still has other crappy ingredients in it. And so that's why I started PiperBlue, is because I wanted to fulfill the one purpose, but also it's not like I don't want to wear makeup, but I just have the option of something clean and something that worked.
Yeah.
And so I was like, there's got to be something better. So I created PiperBlue to fulfill the purpose of something actually being clean and something that can actually perform like mainstream makeup. Because I was so done with like other clean makeup that just was terrible.
Yeah.
Or having to resort to something that I knew was harming my body.
Yeah. Did you purchase the land?
So we didn't go through with it. We pulled out.
Okay.
And so this journey of starting PiperBlue to fulfill that purpose is still in progress.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's getting closer and closer. And it's really cool to see how all the pieces are coming together.
Yeah. Yeah. So then did you start doing it out of your home? Like, because I've heard stories of this where people are like, I started just out of my house, like figuring this out and like putting together formulas. Like, how did that start? How did you figure out how to like make makeup? Was this just like learning, trial and error?
Yeah. Well, I originally was going to white label. That's where you have another company make the product for you and then you sell it. And so that just didn't feel right. Things just didn't work out. I had one of my really good friends was a mentor at the time for me. And she was like, you just need to learn to do it yourself. And I was like, for real? Okay. And she actually apologized later on. And she's like, I'm so sorry. That's probably too much. And I was like, I already started. She's like, what?
Sometimes we need those friends that just tell us like the hard truth.
How it is. Yeah. So my husband said I kind of disappeared in the basement for 2 years because that's how long it took me to formulate my first 3 products. So I had my makeup line, like my blush, foundation, under eye, contour, bronzer. That's like the main makeup in our company. And it still is today. And it still is our main seller. Like people love it. So, and then I made our setting spray and a setting powder. Those were the 3 flagship products that we started with, that I made. And it took me 2 years to formulate all of that. And then it was like bootstrapped, ground up, built the website myself, and then launched like the very, very end of 21.
Yeah.
And so it took me some years to get this done, like get it started.
Yeah.
So in 22 really was the year that actually it started. And so we've been around now for about 3-ish years.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it's fun. It's growing. I love like the community.
Yeah.
Because they're just like my people, a lot of women who just want better options for themselves, better options for their family, people who are recovering from things, or, it's just, and it's a really cool place to be. I've really built some amazing connections because of it that I'm so, so grateful for. And also inspiring because of the other people in this realm of being able to just rise up from what the status quo, I guess you could say, is for makeup and all that stuff. It's like we deserve better and we're getting better now. And so I just love the people in this realm because they're just living in the creation. And I feel like creation is one of the most inspiring and uplifting ways to live in our life. And so the people who are kind of pioneering the way of natural health, and I mean, don't throw away all the good stuff we have, right? But all the bad stuff that comes with it. Let's do better than that. And so I just love the community and the people that I'm around because they are pioneering and going a way that is better and that is allowing goodness and treating our bodies, treating the world around us in a better, higher way, and creating that from within themselves first. And so it's really inspiring to be in this arena and to be able to allow others to recognize it and to do that for themselves too.
Yeah, I love that. Before you had like all the health issues, like, were you a fairly like, did you live that way? Or was that like something because of what you're going through where you're like, you had to take a step back and say like, okay, like something's got to change. Like how did that come about?
So I thought I was living healthy before that. And like I ate, like honestly, I had like a really ripped body, ate high protein, low carbs, super trendy, not good for you, honestly. Bad for your kidneys, bad for your cardiovascular health. Anyway, so I thought I was eating healthy and living healthy and I was exercising and then it just like was this spiral of just going down and hitting rock bottom. And so I mean, the lifestyle that I lived, I thought I was eating healthy, and that became apparent that that wasn't healthy, and that wasn't the whole thing that made it because I had taken prescription drugs, and that one doctor thinks it's because of the prescription drugs that actually pushed me into all of those health problems.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's scary because a lot of times, especially like growing up, like we never question doctors. We're just like, okay, they know what they're talking about. And we're seeing more and more that it's like, it's not a one size fits all. And, there's other ways to heal your body too. And, I think it's interesting seeing people are asking, I think COVID kind of did that for us where people started asking questions and started questioning, are we living healthy or are we doing what's like best for our bodies? And, we had all this time, where people weren't working, and it really made a lot of people like take a step back and look at, their life, their health, all of the things for sure. So,
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, there's so many different factors. And there are some incredible doctors out there. Like, I don't want to ever, make someone think that I don't think that because there are some amazing doctors out there. But just the system is so broken and
yeah,
we deserve better and they deserve better. All these incredible doctors, they deserve better too.
Yeah. I think you have to listen to your body too. I think, I see this with my children where I am like, I like have to listen to my gut sometimes, I'm like, I got to listen to my gut. This is kind of a sidebar, but like my daughter broke her back in December and right away they were like, hey, we're going to operate. And I mean, she was 16 years old, we're going to fuse her back. And then she has to have this. And then, we started like asking questions and, talking to people. And we didn't. And her back healed, without putting metal in her body and stuff. And so I think a lot of times we have to listen to ourselves, like trust ourselves a little bit more, you know what I mean? And ask questions and, look for answers outside of the norm too. So I love that. What an amazing story.
Yeah. I feel like that is like the huge thing of what I learned from all of this is like, listen to your inner self because you won't go wrong if you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I love that. Well, tell my listeners, how can they find your makeup?
You can just go to our website at PiperBlueMakeup.com. And if you want, our team can actually color match you. So you just do the text chat in the lower right-hand bottom corner of the website and ask for a color match. And everyone loves that option. We are coming out with an app that will help color match you as well. And we do it via pictures. So it's just really easy. We have a really great policy around all of that and that people love that. So it's just, people are loving it.
Well, I have loved this, and we will put that for sure in the show notes. We'll put her, the website so that you can find her and follow her on social and check out her website. So this was so good. I love your story. It's super inspiring. Jamie, I like to end all of my podcasts by asking my guests 2 questions. So the first one is, what is a pet peeve?
Well, I guess I can tell you one of the pet peeves. It's having stuff in my dashboard. That's one little pet peeve that I have that I could tell you.
I haven't heard that one before. What's a simple pleasure? What's something simple that brings you joy?
Oh, honestly, I love to just be in the sunshine outside.
I love that. Well, Jamie, thank you so much. This has been so fun. I've loved to hear your story, and thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been such a pleasure.
Let's not stop the party here. Head on over to my Instagram or Facebook group, Redefine Your Business, and let me know your thoughts about today's show. I will see you again, same time, same place, next week.